So we're on our way right now to the Ulta. I've never purchased an eyeshadow palette before. Haven't really decided which one that I'm going to pick yet. I'm definitely gonna look and see all the different options and choices. I want to make sure that I pick something good as it's gonna be my first time buying. And I also want to make sure that I buy the base. I was looking at the P. Louise ones and I was also looking at the Urban Decay ones. So I'm definitely going to look and see. Haley's so nice enough to drive my car while we go down there so I can vlog because I'm rather be safe than sorry. But yeah, so we're gonna take you guys with us to the Ulta, pick out my first ever eyeshadow palette, and then we're gonna go back and we're going to see how everything works. So we're trying to pick out my first eyeshadow palette now. So we have Ashlyn here. I'm looking for something like neutral. I want definitely like a little bit of shimmer, but I'm not looking for crazy color. Oh, honestly, I might even go for like something like...
I feel like that one would be pretty for fall.
25 too.
Yeah, they're not bad. And then if you have like the 350 off of 15.
If I have the what?
350 off of 15.
Oh, I do? Definitely need another one of these. This is like my all-time favorite. The problem with coming in here is like I literally want to buy everything then. Do they have P. Louise here? It's like a really good eyeshadow base you guys have here.
Depends on your budget.
What's the best one?
Okay.
I don't really care. Oh, okay.
I just use the original, but they also came out the honey one that's like glittery.
Okay. Thank you. I think I'm gonna go with the original Urban Decay and then the 3502 palette. We're gonna try this. Oh, and of course this. You should replace these like every 3 to 4 months, you guys.
Oh, concealer. This looks like the Wet n Wild.
Oh.
It literally looks exactly like it.
Okay. What's your phone number?
412.
For you. Good. Did you find everything else good? Yeah. And what's your phone number?
412. See the bag?
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. Bye, Ulta.
Bye, Ulta.
Bye, Ashlyn. She's leaving. We just got the and we're gonna go home to try it out. You guys, we just got back from Ulta. Like, it's actually been a week later. I've been so eager to want to film this video. I got my hair done. We were back to Platinum Girl. I've never worn eyeshadow before personally. I've done it before on my friends. I've sort of learned along the way how to apply it, but in no way, shape, or form do I 100% know how to apply eyeshadow. But guess what? It's about the journey. So we're going to be trying out eyeshadow, playing around with that for the first time. I got all of the things that I need to be able to put it on because I want to make sure that it is, even though I might not be doing it the best way, I want to make sure that I'm using the right things, just so in case you guys have never done it before, you at least know how to get started yourself as well, and maybe we can learn how to do our eyeshadow together at the same time. But I definitely want to get more comfortable with doing full face makeup because it's something that I could see myself doing in the future, so I want to make sure that I get myself prepared for that. This is something that I want to do. This is something that I love to do. I love talking about makeup, skincare, anything revolving that. I'm just so passionate and so obsessed about. So that leads me to introduce the first eyeshadow palette I have ever gotten before, as well as my first eye primer and eye brushes. So let's just get started. The first thing that I picked up was the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. I've never used this before, but the girl at Sephora I was really trying to go for the P. Louise eye base because I've heard literally all good reviews about it and that it's worked so good. but because I didn't really want to have to order it and wanted to film this video, I just decided to stick with Urban Decay, which I've still heard good things about. Just the P. Louise one is really trending right now, so I wanted to use that, but we will get our hands on that soon. The next thing that I purchased was the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe collab with their eyeshadow brushes. So in this I'm getting a lot. Here's the brushes inside right here, and I'm really excited to use them. I know Morphe is such a good brand, especially with eyeshadow brushes, so I felt really confident choosing them for this because I know that their products work very seamlessly for such a good price as well, which I'm so about. And now the star of the show, the first eyeshadow palette I have ever gotten, which is the Morphe 3502 palette. It's so pretty and it really just screams fall to me. It's something that I'm really excited to be diving into. I haven't really picked out the shades that I want to use yet. I sort of wanted to do it a little bit candidly on camera. I also have my full face on, as well as a different lip. This is something that I'm also stepping out of my comfort zone for. So I really hope that you guys see that and notice that, because this is very hard for me to do. Not like hard as if I don't want to do it, but just hard because I know I do want to do it. It's just like breaking down the walls and being able to. I find myself a little bit more reserved. I need to stop overthinking it, and let's just get started. Whoa, up close and personal. Don't look at my pores. But okay, so let's first start off. We're gonna be using our Urban Decay Primer Potion, which I don't know like what that means really, but I'm gonna be putting this on my eye. And I think the biggest misconception with eye bases is that people have been setting them with powder, and although that still works too, I've really seen people striving more with not using a powder to set their eyeshadow base. So I'm gonna try to steer clear of that and see if it actually works. I definitely want to try the best methods, and I'm pretty sure that that makes the most sense because you want the eyeshadow to stick onto it versus if you had a powder on, I feel like it wouldn't show up as much as if you didn't set it. So we're not gonna be setting this at all. I'm gonna let this just settle in my eyes real quickly. Okay, so the eyelids are primed. I think I wanna start with like a transition shade. I'm pretty sure that's what you're supposed to start off with. So I'm gonna be going in with the JH32. That feels so weird saying. So I'm just gonna play it safe right now and go in with the shade Tan. I'm taking this on my brush. I'm just working it in and making sure that there's no harsh lines. Kickback so far on the palette is actually not that bad as what I was thinking. I did really want to catch up with you and really open up with about a lot of the stuff that's been happening. It was midterms week for me this week, so I really was trying to upload. I've been like so stressed. I'm full-time in college still, and sometimes it just really comes at you fast and hits you hard and you're just like not prepared for it. It's over for the most part. There's still 1 or 2 classes that I still have to take my midterm in. I'm going in with the shade Rich, which is like a little bit darker of a shade, and I'm just gonna start by patting that in the outer crease and blending inward from there. Something that I've really been wanting to talk to you guys about too is that I actually just had my first therapy appointment the other day, and I've never been to a therapist before. Therapy for me has been something that I wanted to do, but just because society makes it seem like it's such a bad thing, can honestly be the best decision that anyone can make. It was definitely already such a good decision I feel like I've made. I definitely am learning more about myself, even at the age of 21, which is insane to say. And I found out I have a mild form of anxiety. I'm okay with that. I realize and recognize that I get nervous. The point of a therapist is that I am keeping myself on track and in check. And a lot of the times I find myself by myself, and that's when I find myself getting the most upset, is because I really like to keep myself busy and everything, which I was also telling her about. No one get discouraged by the word therapist. They're only there to help you guys from anything, and I was discouraged about going, so I completely see your point of view if you also feel that way. But just know, like, I have been doing so much better even since my first therapy appointment. I'm so excited to go back. I've just been loving it. I've been so happy with my decision in doing it, and I've just been learning through this entire process that to stop caring what other people think and just authentically be myself. And that's honestly what matters the most. I picked more like darker orangey shades because I wanted my eyes to pop, and so far they pretty much are. I think basically what this look is more leaning towards is a halo eye effect. So I'm going to be putting a shimmer in the center and we're just gonna see where it goes from there. I'm gonna be putting a little bit of brick on the middle part of my eye to give it a little bit of depth when we put the center shade on. So this is what we have so far. Wow. Okay, now I'm taking polished on my ring finger and I'm going to be going in and just plopping this on. The center is like a pop of color. Putting pigment or anything on your fingers is gonna make it the most pigmented. Just gonna keep layering this until the look that I have in mind is complete. What do we think? So I'm taking my JH30 brush and just making sure that everything is all blended out. Okay. So now I'm noticing that the shimmer has gotten a little bit on the outer corner, which is not what I want. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of a darker color and try to fix that up. But I hope you expected like a problem like this was gonna happen. This is my first time doing it. So let's just try fixing it up a little bit. So I'm gonna go in with the color Rich again. My eyeshadow is literally touching my eyebrow. Please don't look while I'm aging right now. Oh my god, I literally just dropped it. All the colors are intact though, so shout out Morphe. I kind of fixed it a little bit, but I know that you have to do a little bit under your eye as well. I'm gonna be going in with brick and I'm going to be putting this on my under eye. Off camera, I just tried to fix this eye. Fixed is very much up for consideration because I don't know how this is coming off on camera. In person, it doesn't look the best that I've ever done, but it also doesn't look like the worst. Like, for someone's first time doing this, I feel like I'm doing a little bit of a good job. I feel like I have a little bit of knowledge, but I also am like nervous that it's also like coming off like looking like total on camera. So that's where everything stands right now. I'm doing other eye. Okay, so I put a little bit of mascara on, but I have to say I'm not happy with myself whatsoever. I definitely need more practice, which you guys will see through the growth of this channel, but as of right now, I'm a little disheartened, I have to say. I thought it looked a little bit easier than what it actually was, but that's just gonna push me to work harder. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that you had a fun time watching me do my eyeshadow for the first time. And if you like me doing this kind of makeup, then make sure you hit the subscribe button. We just reached over 300 subscribers, so I'm so happy about that. Bye, you guys. Okay, I'm taking my